Yo, let's talk about this Giants and Eagles game. Honestly, I don't know if there's really people that believe the Giants had any chance of winning, but I gave them zero chance. I know people will look at the Vikings game and say, "Well, they just beat the Vikings, who have such a good offense. They have Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, T.J. Hawkinson, Dalvin Cook. So if they can beat those guys, they definitely stand a chance against the Eagles." But realistically, if you guys pay attention to football, if you really been keeping up with what's been going on throughout the season, you would know this was going to hold up against the Eagles, who already beat them twice. Now, one of them, the Giants did rest the start. They didn't play their starters for real. But this is just a bad matchup for the Giants, honestly, because the Eagles are so like the team is put together well. Honestly, they're a top three team in the NFL. They're proving that they're going to the NFC Championship game. They'll be facing the winner of the Giant. I'm not the Giants, the Cowboys and the 49ers. And honestly, I can see them being both teams. But this is why you can't overreact to certain games, because it's really all about matchups. And honestly, the Giants, I give Daniel Jones some credit. He definitely should be applauded for the type of season that he had after everybody doubted him. Bro, I used to call him fumbleitis. He was throwing a lot of bad interceptions, fumbling all the time. So for him to have the type of season he had with and I mean literally, he had not one single number one receiver. Um, Sterling Shepard is he's I guess he had Sterling Shepard for maybe a few games early in the season, but we gonna say he basically wasn't there the whole season. And he's honestly, Sterling Shepard is a number two, number three. He's really more of a number three than number two because he's a slot receiver. He's primarily just a slot receiver. He's not a guy that takes the top off the defense. He doesn't necessarily change the game as much, but he is a consistent. I say Sterling Shepard he's a guy that's like a five catches, 60 yards type of guy. He's one of those guys. He's not Sterling Shepard isn't the 10 for 120, two TDs. That's not him. So Daniel Jones didn't really have a consistent receiving core. He didn't really have a great receiving core. Even the tight end, Bellinger isn't nobody. Like he's a number two tight end, honestly. So for Daniel Jones to even get this far with this roster, Saquon is the only all pro type of player, only Pro Bowl caliber player on the offense. Of course, the left tackle and Andrew Thomas was great as well this season. But that's not enough for a team like the Eagles, who they had four pass rushers with at least 10 sacks. Four pass rushers with at least 10 sacks. They have two. I'm not sure if both made the Pro Bowl, but I'm positive. If I had to guess, both Darius Slay and James Bradbury made the Pro Bowl. Their secondaries it was great as well this year. You have Darius Slay, Bradbury, C.J. Gardner Johnson was tied for picks with six. He tied for the regular season leader with 6 picks, and he missed quite a few games. I think he might have missed like 4 or 5 games. So um, was it less than that? I don't even know if it was 5, but he definitely missed at least 3 games, right? So oh no, he played 12 games this year, so he missed 5 games. So he was tied and he missed 5 games. So he's a converted corner to safety. He could play both, honestly, but yeah. So I already knew there was no way the Giants offense could put up that many points on this team. And honestly, I was even wrong. I tried to be generous. I said the Eagles will win this game 23. I think I said 23-13. I was trying to be generous for the Giants to give them 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. But realistically, I'm surprised they got 7 after watching that route. Um, the Eagles just had pressure on Daniel Jones all game. The secondary, they took care of business. They were jumping routes. You don't got guys that can create much separation against all Pro Bowl type cornerbacks, DBs, and that the Eagles have. So the run game was, of course, gonna get going, but so much you got big bodies up front for the Eagles. So honestly, I'm not even mad at Daniel Jones. I knew not to overreact to last week's game, and of course it proved true. The Eagles won 38-7. It wasn't even close. Um, Bro, they were up 28 zip at one point. Eagles didn't score to the third quarter. And that's about it, man. Honestly, it was a tough game for the Giants. You know, tough game if you're a Giants fan. They just didn't have enough, and you can't be too mad, man. It's just some teams on paper. This game was supposed to be close at all. So, Eagles took care of business. They're on to the next one. They'll wait the winner of the Cowboys and 49ers. We'll go from there, but man, that's don't ever overreact to games, man. Everything is about matchup. If you guys watch boxing, or I don't even know if they say this in MMA or UFC or whatever, but styles make fights. And honestly, the Giants just didn't match up well with this Eagles team, so they got smoked, and that's about it, man. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you have coming out that NFC, bro? Uh, who do you have? Do you have the Eagles going on to the Super Bowl and winning it, or what? Let me know what's going on with that. So I'm out of here though. Peace.